So, good morning and welcome back to day 6. As you can see, it's already late morning. The sun is already high up in the sky. It's very warm. I've been picked up a trailer, hung it on the back of the car, and I've started chopping down some trees. My chainsaw seems to have a hot starting problem, so when it gets hot it stalls and then I can't get it started again, so I'm waiting for that to cool down. In the meanwhile, I'm putting the first branches in the trailer. We'll see if we get 2 runs in today. That would be good, and get rid of the wood from the terrace as well. But we'll have to see what the chainsaw says and how time progresses. And there we go. That's the load. As usual, I'm very good at loading things, but it should get to the dump, and then because now they've changed everything, you get a card. And even if you want to take out just a normal piece of trash, you have to use this card and flash it on the bin, and then it opens once and you can put 1 bin bag in. And when you go to the tip, you can only go to the tip 20 times a year. So I've borrowed this card off a friend from the village because it will take 2 weeks before I can get a card, which is very useful when you're doing work. All this modern technology doesn't seem to work very well here. So there we go. I'm only going to do 1 run, but I got rid of the tree, let the alleyway. Could now get a car in there quite happily and trim the hydrangea back a little bit. But I don't think I need to get a car in this time, maybe next time. Yeah, so we're going to go and do that, and then we're going to stop in the village just near where the dump is and have a pizza. And then the first people are going to come and visit the house at 4 o'clock with an eye to renting it. And then I have someone else coming tomorrow. So after lunch, I want to get some sealing done. That's the plan. Okay, well, it's early afternoon now. Did the tip, had a pizza, and now back to getting this set up. So what I think I'm going to do is cut some lengths for this area here. So probably this one will be a long one. And it'll need a little, because you always need 2. So I'll have to have 2 sort of oops, where's my finger? There. That go from there to there, like that. 1, 2, and then another 2 there, and that should do. I've got plenty of metal, so I'm going to cut a couple, and then I'm going to screw one piece of metal to the wall here, and that'll be the edge of our ceiling, and then I can line everything up with that and try and keep it straightish. So there we go. I'm going to mark, cut, and fix. Okay, so I've used a rail as a straight edge to follow the line of the ceiling, and it's given me these 3 marks here, which makes sense because that's sort of the bend in the beam. So you can see it gets narrower and narrower. And then we need to take off the width of the plasterboard. So I'm going to screw the piece of metal along those lines there, as far over as I can. And then I'll slot a piece of plasterboard in and line up the ceiling. I think that the 2 that I did yesterday evening, in the end, are both a little low, a little high rather, and that these are a little low, but they're not fixed yet. But we'll get everything set up any second now. Okay, well, that was a bit of faffing about, but that certainly helped as a ruler. All of the rails are now done. So I'm going to start plasterboarding over here and cut this first bit and try and get it screwed up. And then we'll move backwards. So here goes nothing. Let me measure it. It won't be perfectly square. It's going to be a nightmare to get all of this done, but there's not much I can do about that. And I think in the end, it'll look fine. It's going to have to hold for, you know, I don't know, I guess if we're renting out 3 to 6 years, and then this room really needs a whole new ceiling, with the beams exposed, brushed and treated, and a ceiling in between. That was my initial plan. I never got around to it because it is quite a lot of work. So there we go. That's what it is. Now, somebody commented that the ceilings are very low and that I'm just making them lower with that. Well, I'm 6'4", and this is my outstretched arm. Let me turn the camera around. So from my 6'4", an outstretched arm is almost exactly 2.50 meters high, which is far from a low ceiling. I don't know why you get the impression that that would be a low ceiling. It's, I think, higher than on any new build, and it's still a lovely light room. So anyway, I'm going to start measuring and cutting. Okay, so the first bit seals up with the ceiling pretty well, I think we'll agree. Yeah, I think once it's plastered and painted, no one will notice that. I need to squirt some building foam in here, because obviously there's no right angles at all in this house, just like in Italy. I think they invented the protractor for a while afterwards. Next up, I need to take the next sheet and which way around should we do this? That's the question. I'm guessing I should probably keep going along that way with the next bit, because it'll start at that length there, and then we'll measure it and see how we get on. I have to do the cutout there for the electrics. Yeah, I'm going to put that next piece in now. See how wide it is. I don't know if it'll fit. We might get 120 out of it. That would be perfect. And then we'll start moving down here towards the rest of the whatever construction that it is. And there goes the second piece. So that's not too bad. I'm using this bit of wood as a sort of holder. And now I need to get along here. How many sheets have I got left? Full sheets, 2, but one I've broken in half taking it off the car, so I'm going to have to cut them in half anyway to be able to lift them up. So let me start measuring. Hopefully I didn't miscalculate everything. It would have been very foolish if I did. What it looks like I've done actually is done this once round the metalwork, which is very stupid of me. Very stupid of me. Oh no. Well, I can get it in the end, I think. There's a little gap there. And that's the phone line. These I'm still going to deal with at the end. So, next piece, measure it up, go from that as our square end, and come back as far as we can. Okay, so on to the next one. I need to cut out that downpipe from the bathroom upstairs and line up this so that I'm square to the rest of the ceiling. That's going to be my starting point, otherwise I'll never get anything straight. So that edge is straight. I need to trim this one and then trim in, because this wall bends. As you can see, it kind of comes in a bit, and we've got that, and then it goes out. I've marked it using another one of those hangers here, because the distance, the overhang here, is to that fourth hole. So I put a pencil in that hole and just ran it along the wall like that, and that's given me more or less my line. So now I'm going to get the piece back down, and I'm going to do this, I think with a jigsaw. Yeah, with a jigsaw. So what happened here is me being too clever by half, because I trimmed that and marked that at the same time. So that obviously didn't take into account that this has now shifted up. So there we go, that's what I get for being stupid. That's more builder's foam in the hole. It'll be fine. This is all going in a cupboard anyway. So I'm going to take it back down, recut round where I've marked again, and then hopefully this time it'll fit. Oh, and there we go, third time lucky. It's in. Time to get it screwed up, because I've screwed it up in every other way, shape and form, so I might as well screw it up to the ceiling. Okay, well, while I was at it, I've kept these. I'm going to leave the phone box there for the moment. But I can take this off then. We don't need this anymore. It's then just literally just the phone line. Everything else is sorted. So there we go. So there's number 3 almost lined up. It's just literally the phone wires that are stopping it slotting in. But I think the person who's come to look at the house has arrived now. So I'm going to leave it like that until she leaves, and then we'll screw it up together. But I think it's pretty good. Okay, well, there we go. On ceiling, all the wires are capped except the phone. It's not perfect. See, there are bits that sort of go up and down, but it's not bad, and I can catch that up with a bit of plaster, as the people before me did. I'm going to cut a wiggly bit and foam in there, and now I just have to get this one final box there, because I'm going to box it from that, and then we should be pretty good. So unfortunately that's going to be it for today. I have some friends coming around for an aperitif, but it was a lot done. The people who came to visit the house seemed to be very interested. Thought the garden was a bit big, and they're not wrong, but well, we'll see. There are more people coming tomorrow. This is what I have left over. I might get a bit that will cover that up. That would be useful, and a bit that covers that up. Well, we'll see. We will see. For now, that's another good day's work. I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm going to leave it there for today, tidy up a little bit before people turn up. Okay, well, the neighbours have gone home. It's incredibly hot today. There's not a breeze. If you look at the, all the vegetation here, you can see there is absolutely no movement, not even the slightest breeze here. It's incredibly hot. But I've had a lovely evening. And I've had a useful day. As always, it's not going to be such a long or exciting video as some of them are. But I've had a great day, and I've got things done. And I'm sort of back into the groove here. Although I was thinking about Italy today because we had a pizza, and it wasn't as good as an Italian pizza. And it was nice seeing the neighbours, but there's no bar, and in Italy we all go to the bar for aperitifs every day, so I like both, to be honest. Anyway, that's it for today. I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to start plastering in the joints and spraying building foam into the bits where there's more space. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for all of your comments. I will do some comment answering later on this evening, hopefully, if I don't fall asleep. Thank you for those of you who bought me coffees. That was extremely generous, and I won't be buying coffees, but I will be buying beers. And I think that's about it. So I hope all of you are very well. I hope you're enjoying this series. Take care, and bye-bye for now.